Recording. Recording progress. Hello, everyone. We just have one participant tonight, which is fabulous and just fine. So we can get you caught up on the classes that we've already had, which is pretty much what this class is going to be all about tonight, because it's been like a month since I've done class, which is terrible. But life happens, and I've been going on like adventures and shifts and changes and all that kind of stuff. So,
and sometimes that's more important.
What's that?
Sometimes that is more important.
Yeah, exactly. But I also miss doing classes. So, okay. So we literally, I think, only did 3 classes so far, maybe 2. And so what I'm going to do is screen share and just kind of go over with you, like what we've been doing, what Kundalini Reiki is, and get you completely caught up, because my next class is the one that I want to start doing atonements with people and get all of the students ready for their first Kundalini awakening, which is the first progress and the first step. There's 3 different atonements that you do within the class. And so by the time you get to the 3rd one is when you become a master within yourself, and you'll be able to start doing Reiki on yourself and with others and clients and animals and all that kind of stuff. So now I'm going to go ahead and screen share. And if you have any questions, since it's pretty much just me and you, just stop me really quick. Sometimes I can talk really fast. So if you have any
from
questions,
New York. Like, you're good.
Okay, perfect. Let's see if I can do this in a way so I'm not like shaking the camera all around. I have so much energy within me, so when I like get excited and can get like overstimulated and just do all the
Everybody
things.
in my house has ADHD, so we all
yeah.
We're all like, woo!
I definitely have it slightly, that's for sure.
If not, a little bit more than slight.
When there's honestly nothing wrong with that. I see a squirrel and I go for it,
Okay. I was reading something and it said that ADHD is a gift of Loki.
I agree with that completely.
Or just neurodivergence in general.
Yeah. So, I could totally see that for sure. Okay. So you're going to lose me in the picture, which is okay, because then I can be as shaky as I want with this camera. All right. So go for it.
I said, see, that helps.
Oh, yes, exactly. All righty. So we're going to do this as a slideshow. Okay, so this was my first slideshow, my first class. Let's see if we can start this slideshow from the beginning. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Kundalini Reiki, where it all begins. What Kundalini Reiki and energy and how it is awakened. The Kundalini energy is an ultimate life force energy. It is the source of the creative power, spiritual gifts, and connects us to our divine feminine energy. Kundalini energy is a tool to expand consciousness and reach a state of lightness, joy, abundance, of love, and self-healing. Kundalini pulls the energy that is lying dominant in the base of our spine up to the crown of our head, creating an upward flow of energy and balancing our energy centers, or as some people call them, chakras. I like really calling them energy centers, just because chakras sometimes can be associated with different things, and I'm just all about energy and all of those things. So,
yeah.
Kundalini allows for a free flow of energy up through the energy centers, leading to expansive states of consciousness and spiritual gifts. And also, once I get my part of the website going with Alex a little bit more, the study guide part of it, because each professor and stuff does their own like study guides on the websites.
Yeah.
I have all of these recorded so you can watch them in more depth and kind of, because I'm literally going to go over this pretty fast. But
Because
yeah,
I have a whole
so
list of stuff I'm going to be going through the website with, because I was like in a hospital for a while
yes. Oh
with
no,
my leg
absolutely. So you're
again.
like, I have so much on my plate. I want to learn so many things.
This week is especially crazy. So
Oh, I bet. I bet.
my husband's
Well, I'm
getting
glad that
LASIK
you're
this
like
week.
doing better though. So, and honestly, this Reiki, Kundalini Reiki is going to help you be able to kind of work through the healing as well for your own body and mind as you move forward with all of this stuff that you're going through right now.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
not anxious about it at all. Like, I'm actually like, let's do it. But it is going to be a huge, huge, huge change. So a lot of stitches.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. So, oh my gosh. Well, I'm sending you all of the love and healing energy I can throughout all of this. But yes, so if you want to go back in depth, I had a live class that I did on this first one, and I really talked a lot about like the meaning of it with how I learned it from my master and like all of those things. So awakening Kundalini is achieved through meditation and breath work, learning to ground yourself and focus on the present moment. You will also learn to practice gratitude and live with an open heart so that universe may be open to you. What are the benefits of Kundalini awakening? It can be an amazing tool for healing yourself and improvement and abundance. Once it is awakened, you will have a long-term positive change in mind, body, and spirit. Feelings of blissfulness and gratitude, enhancing spiritual abilities, compassion, and empathy for yourself and others. Increases creativity and intuition, increases spiritual connection. And then, we're all ready for this, I think.
Yeah, my parents were hippies. So they used to make us like meditate when we were kids.
Good. Oh, good. Well, you'll be great. And after this class, I'll give you the homework that I gave for everyone else, and then you should be able to reconnect with me if you're not able to come to next class when we do atonements.
Mhm.
Me and you could even do like a one-on-one for your own atonement if you feel like you're ready as well. So I have no problem
Okay.
doing. Okay, so the 7 energy centers of the body, which is what I like to call them, or chakras. To simply put it, wow, I gotta slow down. To simply put it, these are areas in the body with dense energy. Chakras are part of an ancient system that we can date back to 1500 BC. It comes from the Sanskrit. Wow, that word was hard for me. I'm super dyslexic, so even
You're
words I know, I'm like,
good.
what is that? The Sanskrit word for wheel, which refers to the vortex of energy that resides in and corresponds to areas that have vital organs such as your heart, your brain, reproductive organs, etc. These vortexes of energy are continuously rotating the energy through upward and downward circulation throughout your body. When chakras or energy centers are balanced and healthy, they are open. When they are blocked, the energy can become stagnant, leading to various physical and emotional ailments. As you move through the class with me, you will notice that I don't really necessarily like calling them blocked. When I learned from my teacher, he really focused on it being unbalanced and unhealthy more than unblocked, because energy is never blocked. It's always flowing. It's always moving. It just when there's a part of the body, especially within the energy centers, and you'll find out once you start kind of learning to do this on yourself and with others, that you'll feel more of like an unbalancedness, or it seems to have shifted instead of being like a straight line up and down, which is the balance throughout all of them. You'll feel them shifted. Like, for instance, the third energy center like solar plexus area. Sometimes you can feel it on the sides of people, like the energy flow, and you just kind of have to work it and shift it back to where it's supposed to be. So I don't really like using the word being blocked because I just don't feel like it's a very good word.
Not a good description.
Yeah, exactly. So the root chakra, which is what I call the first energy center, is located at the base of your spine. It provides you with the base or foundation for life, and it helps you feel grounded and able to withstand challenges. This energy center is responsible for your sense of security and stability. The sacral chakra, or the second energy center, is located just below the belly button. This energy center is responsible for your sexual and creative energy. It also links to how you relate to your emotions as well as your emotions for others. Solar plexus, so that third chakra that I talked about, is located in your stomach area, the energy center responsible for confidence and self-esteem, as well as helping you feel in control of your life. So kind of like that gut feeling that you get. Heart chakra, fourth energy center, is located near your heart, of course, in the center of your chest. It comes as no surprise that it is the energy center that is all about love and showing compassion to others. And I forgot to add, but to yourself as well, because self-love is always very important.
Yes.
Throat chakra, fifth, is located in your throat. The energy center has to do with your ability to communicate verbally, speaking your truth, and self-love as well. The third eye is your sixth. It is located between your eyes. You can thank this energy center for a strong gut instinct, intuition as well. And it is responsible for, like what I just said, intuition. It is also linked to imagination, and also dreams. So when that is unbalanced, you'll usually find that if you are a dreamer, you'll end up kind of forgetting your dreams easier, or maybe having more like almost nightmarish kind of dreams.
My dreams are always super vivid and like
me too.
realistic.
Yeah, I have like, and
I'm one of those, like, I can smell and taste in my dreams.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. That's almost like astral projection a little bit.
I've always
But
been
yeah,
that way.
no, I have sometimes I've dealt with a lot of kind of realistic nightmarish kind of dreams, like to the point to where as an adult, it's like, oh, it's just normal.
Yeah, my daughter got night terrors for years, and then she started getting dreams with Loki in them, and now she just laughs.
Yeah. No,
I'm like,
and that's honestly, that shows a lot of growth and like healing within her as well, to be able to kind of not be as afraid, because every dream, even though it's nightmarish, I feel always has something to tell us,
yeah, she
which is
didn't
awesome.
remember
I mean,
them
I'm
though.
excited to do some of those dream classes that we have started. My life has been so busy.
I feel you there.
I'm like trying to move, and I just ended my like marriage and all this kind of
Oh,
stuff, but it's all great and good. So,
moving on.
okay.
Most of us
So
have been there, so we get it.
yes. Yeah. um, So the last one is the crown chakra. It is the seventh, and it is located at the top of your head. The energy center represents your spiritual connection to yourself, others, and the universe. It also plays a role in your life purpose. That one is really intense. That's usually the one that helps balance all the other ones.
I had a ballet teacher that was obsessed with chakras. And after
Yeah.
every dance class, we would all have to lay in corpse pose on the floor and just visualize it.
Yes, exactly.
So.
And so I think that, yep, I did. So this technically, I just realized, this slideshow is actually class number 2. I just realized now that I'm seeing this. So this is the homework that I gave everybody. So this went into how grounding, meditation, and breath work works really well together. So I am actually going to come back to this slideshow really quick, just because I want to, how do I get out of here? Okay, hold on.
Escape.
I gotta go to the end.
There you go.
There we go. Sorry. So yeah, so I'm going to come right back to that one in just a second. I wanted to do this one.
So I've done some grounding stuff too through like my parents forced meditations on us as kids, and then also through my dance teachers. It was all very
good. Okay, so you'll be great at this at the homework then. That'll be awesome. Which I want to get. I'm gonna hopefully. I wanted to kind of connect with everybody tonight and kind of see where they're at, because it's really important to make sure that everyone's feeling secure and good before we move into atonements. Which honestly, I think really I might end up having to do
that. So it's all good.
Oh, good. Oh, that'll be perfect. That'll be really good.
I can't really do it.
Okay, so yeah, exactly. But I mean, you could still do it kind of in different ways for your body and your mind. And I think yoga can be a mindset as well, you know.
More just the meditation.
Okay, so this was class number 1. And I'm so sorry I went out of order.
You're good.
So this is kind of just going over the basics of Kundalini Reiki, because a lot of people don't know that there's different Reiki. So there's the original Reiki, and then there's Kundalini, which is what I was taught and I'm a master in, and I really connected with it a lot. So this is both Reiki and Kundalini Reiki are focused on the vital energy center force that's within all of us and every living thing on this planet. Reiki itself is a healing energy that comes from a higher external power that is pulled through the body, so the master can guide its energy towards the physical or emotional hurt or pain in the patient's body for healing. Kundalini Reiki, on the other hand, is the inner force that we're all born with. It is held and locked away after our childhood, when the world tells us to pretty much stop believing in magic and our powers. Society, you know. So it ends up pretty much being at the base root chakra, or the base energy center. And that's kind of where it lies dormant. So it never leaves us, but it just kind of stays there. This must be awakened in you by completing atonements, which I talked about, so that you can understand it within yourself and learn to become a master yourself. Why I like Kundalini and how it works is it's easy to use. Unlike traditional Reiki, you do not need hand positions or difficult process to follow to access the energy. You are able to use pure intention by placing your hands together and then rubbing them to create an energy flow. So like friction when we were learning as kids, that literally is the Kundalini Reiki, especially once it's awakened in you, that you'll actually start really feeling it within yourself. It's powerful and gentle. The healing power of this energy is felt gently, yet profoundly. It's adaptable. You can use the energy on yourself, on others, on animals. You can even do Reiki in person or in distance. Increases your intuition. The more you use your Kundalini Reiki, the more your intuition increases, and sometimes new spiritual gifts will become awakened within you. It's very effective. Most practitioners find this energy to be very effective in cleansing and healing negative energies from your environment as well. So you can use Kundalini Reiki to like do a new house blessing, to kind of cleanse your own energies as well. So as we kind of talked about and jumped forward, the 7 energy centers are all within your body. Your life force energy is the movement between the centers and throughout your body. It is integrated into your physical body. Your life force can become imbalanced physically. Examples of this are pain, stiffness, joint pain, migraines, disease, etc. It can also become imbalanced emotionally, and this is stress, depression, anger, worry, jealousy, anxiety, all of those kind of things. Everything.
All that physical stuff that you just listed. All of that.
Well, we need to get you some awakening going so you can start healing yourself.
I have a connective tissue disease. It's like never ending.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
So fun. It's not one that
Yeah,
will like do much. It just makes your life a little bit more challenging.
right. Yes, exactly. And having to go deal with it. And yeah, exactly. So this class will be really good for you because you'll be able to kind of, especially once you start awakening it within you, you're going to start feeling a lot more in control and really being able to focus that healing within your own body as well. I mean, I'm no doctor, so I can't say it's going to cure you, but it
The
will
doctors
definitely
can't
help.
cure it either.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't actually, the nerve condition I got diagnosed with in my leg that like is why I can't feel it at all.
Mhm.
There's only 30 people, like less than 30 people globally that
Oh
have
my
it, that have
goodness.
ever been diagnosed with it. And there's no
Oh,
treatment. And there's no
wow.
research into it because it's so rare that most doctors will never see it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So
Wow.
doctors don't
Yeah.
have an answer either.
Oh
It's
my
all good.
gosh. Well, yeah, I mean, you're going through a lot. And I mean, in all honesty, you're here and you're still trucking. So that's amazing. You're strong.
I just cope by making jokes all the time. Like I cope
That-
with dark humor, and some doctors don't get it. And other
yeah.
doctors are like, yeah, I get what you're doing here.
uh, okay, so of course, everything is energy. Our bodies are 99% energy and 1% compressed energy, which forms matter. It is the basic premise of energy in our universe, and it is within us and everything. Reiki works on an energetic level, helping one to remove physical, emotional, and spiritual imbalance, um, and impending growth and healing. So, when you're getting started with it, the physical body is electric, and so are your thoughts. The thoughts form energy patterns and shapes that shift and create our realities. Thoughts create emotions, and emotions create vibrations. Everything that you think creates you, and your life reflects every thought and emotion that you have ever had. You are energy first, and the physical body second. Thoughts, emotions, and energy is in the body are all electricity. What remains is your thoughts and feelings, and those will become dense enough to manifest into physical body eventually. Yeah, so that's just going into continuing just to like, especially once the Kundalini is awakened within you, it's a lot of thoughts and manifesting and working the energy through you so that you can um, listen to your body and understand what it needs, and to be able to do that for others as well. Aura fields and how to bring them back to center. Every living thing on the planet has an aura. An aura is just another name for your spiritual energy field. Think about how certain people give off a super warm and friendly vibe or a negative energy, even before they say a word. This is an aura at work. The energy field is put out into the world to protect you and help you connect with others' auras. This can get to a point to where it is far out from the center of your physical form that you may feel drained, or that you may feel like you are being stretched too thin. We must work on bringing it back to center by grounding practices and cleansing yourself. Also, when I work with clients, that's the very first thing I'll do when I work with clients is work on bringing that back to center. So you can also do it eventually for yourself, and or if you're getting Reiki done, you can have the Reiki master do it as well. Um, that's exactly. You can learn to do this for yourself. And so you can properly do it with others. As a Reiki master, you will eventually learn how to heal yourself, ground yourself, and center yourself. And this is part of the healing energy as a light worker. Grounding yourself, which you kind of know. I've talked about grounding in meditation and all that. So this is pretty much just the connection of the earth that we dwell on. We connect and ground our physical body to the planet. Grounding keeps us from literally becoming too spacey and disconnected. Excuse me. To function properly, especially as a Reiki master, you must stay grounded with the earth and Mother Nature, sending your cosmetic light for our higher self through our bodies down into our earth to root us. Our physical bodies are made up of elements found in the soil and water of this planet. So be here, rooted and grounded to the earth, as well as a cosmic light that flows through us to our higher selves. Meditation work, closing your eyes, allowing yourself to imagine roots growing from the soil to your feet down to the earth. Breath work, bringing breath from the earth through the body as well, all the way to the crown, and cycling back down through the arms. So you can kind of see on that little guy over there that how the grounding and breath work through the body. And that is actually how the Kundalini work energy will flow as well. So you'll uproot it, bring it all the way down, and then it comes out of your hands. And that's why my master always told me to rubbing your hands together, especially when you're shifting and moving throughout clients or yourself, because it will release and connect you more with the energy within you. And then this is just kind of going over my thoughts and ideas, my desires for the class moving forward. I will teach you guys how to heal yourself, cleansing your aura space, grounding and cleansing yourself, working with your abilities of all the clairs, which I'm going to have a class on working with that as well, being clairvoyant and all those kind of different clairs that they have.
Telling the future type stuff?
So that's not necessarily telling the future, but it's really connecting with like, and as I'm saying this, I can't always remember which all of them are called, but there's like, you can see things, you can feel things, you can hear things, you can touch things without really touching them. So these are all spiritual gifts that everybody has within them. So like for me, I don't necessarily see the future or see what may happen, but I dream. So to me, I still feel like that's a clair because I can get a lot of deja vu, and I really feel like deja vu, at least to me, is representing a remembering part of a dream or remembering a part of a past life or something that's connecting me to the moment where I know, okay, I'm in the right place at the right time because I'm literally remembering this moment, you know? Yeah. And I also have feeling, like I feel a lot. So, and it's when I talk about like touch and feeling, it's not necessarily like physical touch. To me, it represents like being able to like sense energies, feel people's moods, understand them before they even speak or talk. Hearing can be like, I get that once in a while, which I've been trying to develop a lot, but I will literally hear people's thoughts before they say it sometimes. And I will, or I will think something and someone will say it and I'll be like, whoa.
My husband and I do that with like random songs. Like I'll be in my head singing a song and then he'll start singing it out loud. Yes. And I'm like, wait, what?
So that's a part of like a hearing clair. And that's connection with certain people. And to me, it's only with certain people. And sometimes it's with like, I used to connect so much with an ex-coworker of mine. It was almost scary. And I was trying to develop it in a way and understand it, which I'd really like to understand it more. Is I never knew if it was me hearing what they were thinking and then they say it, or if I was thinking it and kind of put it into their thought process. Like if my energy was that powerful and they were like, now just talked about it. Like
you're projecting it a little bit.
Right. So I'm like, am I like hearing their thoughts or am I projecting? So that's always been interesting to me. So yeah, so I'll eventually kind of work with your abilities, and that'll be after your first atonement, because usually after your first atonement, you'll start having more small, subtle awakenings and small, subtle realizations of those different things and those different abilities. We'll learn energy centers, which I jumped ahead and kind of already started going into that. We'll end up learning how to work with clients and patients, both in person and distance, working with animals in person and distance, and going through each atonement as well. And then these are the atonements. So first degree is going to be focusing on your physical and healing, self-healing and transformation of mental and emotional health. The second degree focuses on healing others, animals, and distance. And then the third is going to focus on healing on a spiritual level and allowing you to become the healer yourself, and also starting to connect with that higher self. Your own higher self, because everyone has one. Okay, and then I can kind of go back to what I first was doing. So then I'll kind of just go over what I gave the other students homework on, which I'm hoping that the next class we can go over that a little bit more. I'm
Like a
almost
grounding
thinking
meditation.
yes, that one. Thank you. I'm kind of hoping, and I think that maybe I should just connect with everyone individually and just kind of check in and see where they're at, just so I can know if next class we need to continue going over stuff, or if people are ready for their atonements, because I never want to rush anyone with this, because it's really powerful. So, okay, so grounding. To start it. So I talked about a lot, when you're talking about grounding, we're talking about connecting ourselves to the earth and being aware of our body in the present moment. This can be done either sitting or standing, taking deep, slow breaths and feeling the earth beneath you, closing your eyes and starting to connect to that energy flow. This is done by imagining roots coming from the bottom of your feet, growing into the earth. These roots now grow up through each energy center, all the way to your body, all the way up your body and out of your crown, to connect to the universe flow. And then meditation is another very important thing to start doing just a little bit here and there, until your first atonement. It kind of gets you ready, because atonement is literally a very heavy, deep meditation that I will have, that I'll be doing with all of you. So doing these three things, and why I kind of put it out for homework, would be so that you all can really understand your own body and understand how well you can stay grounded and meditate and work on the breath work in each day, and up until the atonement. So you kind of already know a little bit about meditation, but it's pretty much just observing your thoughts, being present, the movement, and focusing on your breath. This is done usually by sitting in a comfortable position with quiet surroundings, taking deep breaths in and out, closing your eyes, and just allowing yourself to be aware of your body and mind, giving yourself space to feel the movement of your breath and your thoughts, allowing them to come and go, and connecting yourself back to your center of your breath. This may be done 5 to 60 minutes, depending on your spiritual growth and your energy focus. There is also a book I really, really love. This is one of my favorite books, but he talks a lot about your thoughts and realizing that, which has helped me with meditation, because I always would get frustrated with myself that I'm like, all I'm doing is thinking about like what I'm going to eat and what I'm going to do today. And I just can't, I'm just so bad at meditating. And like, when I read his book, it really helped me to realize that, like, being human, your thoughts are always going to come and go, but to remember that you're the observer of your thoughts, you are not your thoughts. So just for me, at least personally, it helped me to kind of remember, if I'm meditating and I'm working on my breath and I'm trying to like connect with my higher self, and then my mind goes, ooh, I wonder what like City Market has for vegetables today. And I'm like, oh, wait, okay, that's a thought, come and go.
Focus.
Go back, like, without getting frustrated with myself, So just allowing your thoughts to come and go in little waves, and just being easy on yourself and things like that,
And dance, when she would be talking, our teacher who would make us meditate after class, I was always starving because it was like a 3-hour class.
Yeah.
On point, and my feet always hurt. And sometimes I would just be like, just thinking, like she would be describing something that we were supposed to be visualizing, and I would instantly turn it to food. Like instantly.
And you're like, come on, mind. Stop being such a human right now.
Stop thinking about food.
Let me be my spiritual being. Yeah, exactly. Breath work is going to be your most important thing when you're working with your Kundalini Reiki. It is done by focusing on the energy within your body. With each inhale, you are imagining the energy flowing from your first energy center through your body up to your crown, your seventh. With the exhale of breath, you're imagining the feeling of the energy flowing down through your body and back out of your hands, where the Kundalini energy flows out for healing. It's also, once you start working with clients and even yourself, it's really important to, if you're able to, I mean, I have clients that fall asleep on me. I have clients that they're so deep into it that I just allow them to breathe however they feel they need to, because I want everyone to listen to their bodies. But as the healer, you kind of want to continue always working on your in and out breaths. If you're able to line up your breath with your client, it makes the connection a lot more wild and intense, honestly. But some people, you'll just notice that they're like so in that they're just breathing normally, and you're like, okay, I'll just do the breathing for both of us. And then this is what we do throughout self-healing sessions and client-based sessions. You will eventually connect your breath with your client or with your other soul you're breathing. I've worked with a few animals, and it is so much easier for me to sync my breath with like a dog than it has been with a human sometimes. But working with animals is so fun. It really is. And I honestly have only been able to do maybe 15-minute sessions with animals, because they literally end up telling me like, okay, I'm done. Like, it's all I could take right now.
So my dog is like weirdly attached to me.
Yeah.
I can imagine like that'd be an easy one to do.
Oh, yes. And see, when we start working with animals and stuff within the classes, it's going to be amazing, because you'll be able to work with your own animals within your house, or your friends' animals, or
We
things
have
like
three.
that. So
We have Albus, the old English sheepdog, who's afraid of literally everything and is 100 pounds of fluff and chicken butts. And then we have Lily, the German short hair, who is a total crackhead. Exudes major crackhead energy. I've seen her bow up to dogs who are like twice her size, and then they turn around in like submission. So she's crazy.
Yep.
And then we have Evie, who's a cat who we rescued, who's blind.
Yeah.
And is like really almost unnaturally connected with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
can
it might even be like a familiar for her.
That's
your
what
dog.
Alex was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those
My
two
cat is
are,
my familiar. I mean, she's been in my dreams before. She will know when I've had a nightmare and come lay on my chest when I feel super, like a
I
lot
have
of
a
anxiety.
magpie like that.
Yeah.
I say
And
I
that's the
have. He's a
best.
wild magpie.
Oh
But
my gosh. Oh yes, I remember you hearing.
he brings
Yep,
me
that's
stuff.
amazing. I love that.
He brings me stuff and he lets me pet him now. And then so
That's so
this is
crazy.
what I use to get around. You just
Uh-huh.
put your knee here and you
Yeah.
strap in. Like
Right.
it's pretty cool. Highly recommend if you ever hurt yourself. But he came and he sat like right here on this part. And you gotta think
That is,
my thigh is here. He was
oh
sitting
my,
that close to me.
that's amazing. I love that so much. Oh my goodness.
He lets me pet him. I talk to him. Then he flies off.
Yeah. He's like, okay, that's all you needed. I'm here. That's
But I've
what you
always
needed.
had that type of thing with magpies. I love them
Mhm.
so much.
I actually just found an amazing video that I think I'm going to end up adding to one of my classes, but it's so awesome because it's this girl who literally just did one of her atonements for Reiki, and she's out near this pond and she's putting her hands out to this little turtle, and all of the turtles are coming out of the water and they're just like, I love this. And she's like, I just got my Reiki atonement and I'm having such like they feel the energy. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. My brother sent it to me and I was like, this is so cool. So,
Turtles are fun.
hmm
Like I lived in North Carolina for a while and you have a lot of turtles. You have some
yeah.
ones that you don't want to mess with, and you have a bunch of box turtles,
Yes, I know they're
and
so
they're
fun.
just cool. Like
I had a turtle for a little while, and it was red-tailed. No, I'm not gonna remember it. Red-tailed. Was it a red-tailed
spider?
snap? I don't think. What?
You had a snapping turtle?
No, I don't think
No.
so. But his name had the word red in it, and I can't remember it now. But he was a big guy. He
You'll
was really,
remember it later.
yeah,
Like right
exactly.
before you're
That's
gonna
how
go
it
to
works.
sleep.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to tell us that.
I had 4 snakes, 2 fire belly toads, a leopard gecko. My sister had a bunny. We had guinea pigs in the
Oh.
house. We had a bunch of cats. We had dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Like we lived in a menagerie. At one point, we had a parakeet who we rescued from the shelter, and he was really old, so we didn't play
Oh,
with
that's
that one.
amazing. I love that.
But 2 of my snakes, they were a mating pair of emerald tree boas, and they're at the Bronx Zoo now.
Oh, wow. That's really
So,
cool.
but they all had like most of them had weird names. Like
Mhm.
my black rat snake was named Snowball. My gecko was named Fluffy. My toads were Fuzzy and Wuzzy. One
Oh,
of our
that's
cats was Mouse. Oh, I also had a mouse named Cheddar, who was a feeder mouse that when I was like 6, I became
mm-hmm.
obsessed with those little teeny tiny white mice. And they only
Yes,
live for like a couple days when you bring them home. So I
I
actually had like 6
know.
of them, but I didn't realize it was like 6 of them. I thought it was one.
Right. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love animals, and they have their own
They
loving, unique.
bring so much to your life.
Oh, I know. They really do. I
So
don't
my
think I will
dog,
ever live
he'll
without
tell
an animal.
me. So I have something called mast cell activation. So I randomly go into anaphylaxis, and they don't really know why. They pinpointed a couple of things that I always react to, but then there's like, it's a Tuesday. My
Yeah.
dog will tell me I'm about to have a reaction before I know.
Yeah, I know. That's
So
amazing.
cool.
Yep. Yeah,
It's
they
so
know.
cool.
They definitely know. I
If
know
he
my
wasn't
I got
such a
my
chicken,
kitty.
he'd be a service dog.
Yes, I got my cat just certified as an ESA just so I could have her with me because she really does. She's such an emotional support for me.
We could get Albus. His name's Albus Percival Wolford Brian Dumbledore, but
And
we could get him certified as an ESA. I was trying to go the service dog route, but then he's
hmm
afraid of legitimately everything. The wind,
Yeah.
the grass. The grass is wet. He will not touch it.
Oh
Like
my
he just
gosh.
refuses. He's like,
You're like, what happened in your past life?
he was attacked when he was a puppy. We took him to a dog park
Oh.
and he was bit by a German Shepherd. But even before
Mhm.
then, when you look back, he was like terrified of the wind. And he was born in Thornton, and we lived in Cheyenne at the time on the Air Force Base.
Yeah.
So he's lived where there's always wind. So it's a weird fear. Like he's always been near wind his entire life. Because we also were in Phoenix where it's amazingly windy. We were in South Dakota where
Right.
it's windy. We're
hmm
here at Buckley and it's windy.
And you're like, why are you so afraid?
He's terrified of balloons. Like he
Oh,
hides.
yeah.
It's kind of fun. He's also like he's my baby. I spoil him.
Yeah, of
I spoil him
course.
so
Your
much.
fur babies.
So yeah. But
Oh, well, I'm really happy that you were able to join and I was be able to kind of catch you up on everything and all
it's a
that.
lot
So
of stuff that I've gotten in bits and pieces
yes.
throughout the years, just
Mm-hmm.
without like the healing part, really. Because we just
Right.
more did it to kind of ground ourselves and listen to our bodies more, but it was never framed as heal yourself with this. It was more like listen to your
Yes.
body so you can dance better or so that you
Or
can
yeah,
tell
exactly.
when you need to rest a little bit more, which
hmm
I, of course, did
It's
not
really
listen.
important to just be able to listen to your body because a lot of people don't even know how to do that. And like, I mean, I've been a Reiki master for almost 2 years now, and there's still times that I'm like, I should have listened to my body because it was telling me this and I didn't listen. And like, so I mean, I'm still learning too. I'm still always growing and always learning myself. So
If it wasn't for dance, I would not be able to do it.
yeah.
Like it's come in handy that I can kind of look in and be like, okay, what's actually hurting today? Because
hmm
when you injure something, everywhere around it might hurt. And sometimes
Yeah.
you figure out that pinpoint, like, okay, this is where it's actually coming from. So
The root of it. Yeah.
which I think is more what they were trying to do with the dance class, was like actually think, where does it act, like kind of get rid of some of the fluff of the distraction of pain. But then they would turn around and be like, all right, now take that pain and put it in a box and zip tie the box shut. Now chain the box shut. Now throw it in the closet. Now lock the closet. Now add another padlock. So we just ignore it. Like we figure out where it's coming from, and then we just like, doop, doop.
Yeah. Where this is, you're pinpointing it, you're finding out, and then you're able to use the energy that the divine and the spirit has given you and channel that through you so you can heal and work through those two. And sometimes healing a specific thing, especially if it's very physical, is going to take a really long time. And sometimes, I mean, you're not going to cure it, even with Reiki, but you're going to be able to get to a point to where your thoughts about it are healing it. And your thoughts about it are, and the energy within you is getting you to a place where you're not necessarily accepting it, but it's almost like it's not affecting you on a deeper level because you are working through the healing of it, you know?
Yeah. Which I do sometimes without really thinking about it, because I'll just be like, yeah, you know, what can you do?
Right.
It happens sometimes. You get injured. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I cope weird. I'm the type of person, if I get hurt, I laugh. I don't cry. I laugh.
Yeah, that's me too. Yep. I'll cry.
I grew up
like
Jewish. My grandma calls it Jewish spite. Like we're good.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So,
yeah. Well, perfect. I will, my next class should be in 2 weeks. So if you want to just work on that homework a little bit, I'm going to connect with Alex and get a little bit more of my part of the website up and running so that we can make sure all of the things that have been recorded are up there, so that when you have some time in the next 2 weeks, you can go and like listen to it more in detail if you want. And then I will connect with you, and then we can go from there with your atonements and continuing class with me. So thank you so much for
coming. For you, actually,
yes.
Now that I'm thinking.
Go for it.
Is grounding going to be affected by me losing the lower half of my leg?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You don't need both your feet to ground. Nuh-uh.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, sometimes I ground even just sitting. So it's just mostly grounding. The most important thing is just imagining whatever part of your body is connected to the earth is touching the earth. I mean, you could literally sit and put your hands down and feel the roots coming up from your hands. So it's literally just connecting yourself with Mother Nature, getting that physical. Sometimes grounding for me can even just be like going to hug a tree and just connecting deeply with this beautiful earth and her own energies. It's energies that it's given us. We all have all 4 elements within us, and the earth and nature has those within it. So it's no matter what it is, grounding is going to be a personal thing for you. And it's just remembering wherever you are imagining the roots growing, you're connecting, you're just getting stable in your mind so that you can be able to be in a place to heal yourself and heal others and work with that energy within you. That's all it is. So you could have no limbs and still be able to do grounding.
I just thought of that. Like,
no, that was a great question.
That's gone. So it's already basically gone, no contact. I have no signals from my brain to my leg. So.
And you'll still be able to ground no matter what. Like it's going to be more of a personal thing for you and the universe and the earth and nature. And it's just the biggest thing is just wherever you are, whatever body part is touching that earth, you're imagining the roots growing so that you have that strong foundation and connection with that energy flow. Awesome. That's the biggest thing. Cool. So you'll be great. You'll do great.
It's just like, I wonder if I don't have that anymore.
Oh, no.
It'll be great.
Not at all.
I currently have multiple fractures, 2 tears on my peroneal tendon that they're not going to heal. they're not going to like try to fix them again.
Yeah.
My Achilles is detaching. And
Oh,
then all
wow.
but one of my ligaments, not just the major ones, all the little ones inside, all but one are torn into different degrees.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, I mean, your body has kind of already detached that leg from you.
One doctor described it to me like if you think about a fuse box, like the fuse has just been taken out. It's just been turned
Yeah,
off. There's nothing
exactly.
there anymore. Like the wiring has gone, no contact.
Yeah.
So
it seems like it's going to be just probably better for you in the long run to just not even have that ligament.
I'll be able to run again eventually.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Like that's my kind of like my focus because I haven't been able to run in years.
That's an
I used to be
amazing
a
goal.
runner. I used to run almost every day. And it's been 5 years since I was able to run, like since I was actually able to run. So that's my focus a lot of the times. I'm sitting there like, I'm going to be able to go hiking again. I'm going to be able to run again. Like, it's going to be awesome.
There you go. That's amazing. Yeah, you're going to do great things. You're going to do amazing things.
I'm so excited.
Yay. You should be. You really should be. Well, I send you
kind of
all
funny
the
because they jumped the line for me at this one because I'm at Buckley, which is in Aurora. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Where the golf balls are. Originally I was trying to go through UC Health and then they were just like, we're going to be annoying. So I switched and I called up this other place and they're like, based on what you're telling us, we're just going to jump you on the line. We have an opening on the 4th. So why don't you just come in on the 4th? And I was like,
yeah, why not? Let's do it.
And I've been working with them since and I'm like,
yep.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Chop it off. It's great.
Yep.
So
and then
don't go to UC Health for anything.
Duly noted.
Just from my own experiences with all the different departments there. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Ooh. If you ever need a specialist recommendation, you can message me or text me or whatever. And I'll tell you where to go because
deal. Sounds good. You're like, I know all of it. Don't worry.
We were stationed in Wyoming, so I used to come down here all the time. And then when we were in South Dakota, I used to drive out here to go to Children's for my daughter and then also for myself because there's nobody in South Dakota. Well,
yeah.
Yeah. So I know all the doctors out here. Yeah. Like where to go for what. The only thing to go to UC Health for is ortho. So if you ever get hurt, UC Health has good ortho.
Yeah.
But other than that, just avoid them.
Just avoid it at all costs.
Yeah. I don't know how much doctors you go to, but
not a lot, but I'm always researching when I do have to go. So that's good.
Also, don't go to the ERs there. I went to the ER in anaphylaxis, but it was like an abnormal showing of anaphylaxis. And they completely missed the fact that I was in anaphylaxis. So.
Oh my goodness.
Just avoid. Avoid. And they're so expensive. Just avoid.
Just avoid it, Just avoid it. Well, you're going to do great things and I'm going to send you off with so much love and healing. I will send you some Reiki distance for myself as well and going forward. Again, thank you so much for joining class tonight. And I look forward to doing the next class with you.
I wanted to come to the other ones. It just wasn't possible at the time.
No, that's understandable. So don't even worry. I'm going to hit stop record on this.
Cool.